We are really happy to be here with Ben Crenshaw at the Memorial Luncheon, a month or so before the Memorial Tournament. And Ben Crenshaw is the honoree for 2022. Ben, congratulations on the honor.
Thank you. I've had somewhat similar honors, but this one means a lot because Julie and I think so much of Jack and Barbara Nicholas. I was elated when I was picked, and looking forward to next month.
Ben, as an owner of 2 Green Jackets and an alumni of the University of Texas, you got to be pretty happy with the guy that won at the Masters last week.
Oh, I'm so happy for Scottie. Such a humble boy.
The word is, though, he's not so humble around the club. He talks a little smack.
That's right. He's playful. I noticed that one of his teachers, Randy Smith, is a good friend of mine. He played at Texas Tech, and I played against him, and he's a great guy. And I really admired how he's handled Scottie, as well as Justin Leonard. He's got some gamesman in him somewhere. But I just thought that he handled himself so calmly. But I tell you what, if I chipped and putted that well, you could take a lot of things. He never changed.
You chipped and putted pretty good in your day.
I think what's interesting, Augusta, everybody's enamored with power, and rightly so, but those little shots mean
Zach
so
Johnson made another short game.
You're right. Precise short game, especially when the wind blows like it did last week. I thought it was pretty tough. Scottie saved himself a lot of strokes around the greens.
Let's talk a little bit about your design business. That's what you're really involved with today, along with Bill Coore. You guys are designing some of the best courses in the country, Bandon Dunes, Sand Valley, St. Lucia, up at Cabot Cliffs. You've got some great projects out there right now.
Well, we've been very fortunate. And I'll tell you this, much like Jack in his career, he had an early interest in golf architecture. I thought was fascinating. Even in his powers of playing, he was definitely setting up. He had a genuine love for it, architecture, having grown up at Sauda, Donald Ross course, and started to assemble people that would enable him to build courses after his career. But he was doing it when he was playing. And I took a page from that. I was inspired by that. I'd started to travel, and I loved architecture. I loved going to different places and seeing what worked and what didn't work. So we're lucky as we can be.
I happened to be out to Colorado Country Club before they had the Solheim out there, and I was touring the course and talking to the general manager, and he said, we had design plans sent in from all the great designers. Only people that came to the course, to the site, and looked at it was Bill Coore and Ben Crenshaw, and you guys incorporated the meadow down there, which none of the other designs did. How did that come about? Give me a little bit about the thought process for that particular course.
Well, to us, it's field study. And you do have to get out and walk on the ground, and you have to take so many things into consideration. What we try not to do is repeat ourselves in 18 holes. It should be 18 different thoughts, 18 different looks slightly. But as I said, if you go to other places around the world, you see what you like, what you dislike, what works and what doesn't. So it's just like an interesting route around that particular parcel of ground. So we were especially those little arroyos and little bluffs, those kind of fascinated us, which was some of Colorado golf course.
I was lucky enough to be out to Sand Valley on the opening day of the Sand Pit. Yeah. And your partner Bill was there. We talked to him a little bit, and the boys, the Kaisers, Chris and Mike. Yeah. And we played the par 3 there. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of par 3s around the world, and par 3s are becoming more special. But I love that little par 3.
Oh, we love short par 3s. What we do like is very kind of simple. Vary your par 3s, different lengths. Have one little short one, 2 short par 4s on either side, maybe 1 or 2, 3 par 5s, and then combine a couple of tough par 4s that way you're trying to reach everybody, but sometimes it doesn't all work out. But a varying theme is kind of what we're after.
Ben, keep up the good work with Bill Coore. You guys are doing phenomenal. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
My pleasure. Look forward to seeing y'all next month.
Absolutely.